The question is a very straightforward question. Now, what does the question say? The question reads, an oxide XO2 has a vapor density of 32. Calculate the atomic mass. What's the mass of X? The oxide is XO2. We don't know the value of X, but we are told that the vapor density of this particular unknown oxide is equal to 32. What is the value of X? We know that oxygen is 16, right? The mass number of oxygen is 16. But what is the mass of X? How do we do that? Very easy. Remember vapor density. What is the formula for vapor density? Vapor density, which is Vd, is equal to half of the relative molecular mass of a particular compound. So vapor density is equal to half of the relative molecular mass. Now, what is the relative molecular mass of this compound? We know that the mass, remember that relative molecular mass is the sum of the mass numbers of an atom. We know that oxygen is 16. But what is the mass of X? We don't know. In fact, that is what we are asked to find, the mass of X. But we can use the vapor density to calculate for the mass of X. Now, how do we do that? Vapor density is equal to half of the relative molecular mass. And the vapor density there is 32, right? So plug in 32 here. And half of this simply gives us the relative molecular mass divided by 2. So we cross multiply that. The relative molecular mass will be equal to 32 times 2. 32 times 2 simply gives us 64. So the relative molecular mass of that particular oxide is 64. But that's not what we asked to find. If the relative molecular mass of XO2 is 64, what is the mass of only X? Recall that oxygen is 16, right? So how do we do that? 64 is equal to XO2. What is the value of only X? So 64 equal to X plus oxygen is 16 times 2 because it's appearing twice here, right? Oxygen is 16, but oxygen is appearing twice here, so multiply by 16. So 64 equal to X plus 32. At the end of the day, X will be equal to 64 minus 32, which simply gives us X to be equal to 32. So this is a mass of X. The mass of X is simply 32. And what element has a mass of X 32? Drop it in the comment section if you know that particular element. Have a nice day and bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe.